I genuinely feel like Sierra's experience on Love Island is like a Black Mirror episode, because it's not only like, do you like find out that like, okay, like now people are like not fucking with me because I said something a while ago. It's the fact that like I also had already apologized for it. My entire family, not in my entire family, but like my friends, including the person that had my social media that could have found that I had already apologized for it, now have disowned me. And then it's like, damn, like I'm gonna really miss out on this connection. Get your phone back. Girl, even Chipotle is supporting your man being with somebody else. Like Megan Thee Stallion, the girl that you met, Coco, an Olympian is
she gonna need Demi Lovato level therapy.
I'm Nani.
And I'm Ant.
Join us on Law and Order as we unpack the hottest topics, trending lawsuits, and media buzz.
Take a listen as we cut through the noise and reveal fact and what is really going on.
Take a listen as we cut through the noise to reveal. When I was reading it, I was like, I don't usually read that.
And it was funny because I added some few extra ands in mine, and I was like, okay, this wasn't completely how it's supposed to go, but yeah. I'm Nani.
Oh my God, I'm keeping this in there. I'm Nani.
And I'm Ant.
Join us on Law and Order as we unpack the hottest topics, trending lawsuits, and media buzz.
Take a listen as we cut through the noise to reveal fact and what's really going on.
Tune in for sharp insights and a fresh take on today's stories.
Follow us everywhere for your dose of lore.
We got there eventually. That's what I get for not trying to look. Because I was like, oh, I don't need to look. But then it fucked me up because then I looked.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, take. Because it's right there in the middle, too.
I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I don't think I read that.
You think we should put it like sentence by sentence?
No.
Okay.
Just keep it like that.
All right, so how are you?
I am doing the same. I guess I'm more so focusing on myself, like self-growth, rather than like my life in general, because like I still hate my job, so I'm trying to focus on like everything else.
Your makeup looks really good, by the way. Like I need that lip combo when this is done. I was looking at the
Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to NYX primer. That is NYX primer. I put on like 2 layers of that. I put it on also for your the pool party for X's birthday. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I love this. This is my new crack. Like I want that injected into my veins. But anyway, like I'm really focusing on like my hair right now because I'm like, I need to really focus on my hair growth because there's no reason why like I still be walking around acting like I don't know how to like do my hair.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, like I know how to do my hair.
You got a hair bag and everything.
Yeah, I just don't know how to take care of my hair. I'm like, I can do my hair, but I haven't really been taking care of it. And like me and my mom, we have 2 different hair types. Like she has like 3B, like high porosity hair. So like we just like, I don't even think she knew how to like fully take care of my hair. So like now I'm just kind of like figuring it out. And like Sacred, that damn shampoo, that clarifying shampoo, that's my new best friend. Actually, when I leave here, I'm going to go get some.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
Are they still, do they still have the big sizes?
Yeah. Okay, at the Ulta in like District Heights, like Maryland. So yeah, I'm going to have to like drive, but maybe I'll go pick it up tomorrow. I won't pick it up today.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's me.
I feel like I've had to learn how to take care of my hair, like when it's in a protective style. Like when I had that the sewing with the bang, like, do I really know how to properly curl my hair and all that other stuff? No, but I could take care of the curly sewing better because I'm like, okay, this is just curly hair, and I could do what I've been doing. But yeah, other than that, I'm good. I saw Cowboy Carter in DC the first night on 4th of July. Y'all, that lady knows how to make a hoodie. This is the best hoodie I've ever worn in my life. And I know people can, be very hyperbolic about explaining purchases they've made in this capitalist society, especially that we see on social media. To celebrities. Yes, but I'm not joking. Like, I've had this hoodie on probably 6 out of 7 days a week. As soon as I come home from work, I put this hoodie on.
Is it fleece on the inside?
No.
Oh.
It's like, oh wait, is it?
Oh, but it's like a really, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's because if I feel like if it was fleece, I would get overheated. But it's like soft.
Yeah.
But thin.
Yeah.
But the material isn't thin. And it's cozy. And I can put the hood on my head. Like the hood is big. I can put my AirPods on. Like I could probably put it over this.
You know what would make it like 100 times better? Is if the inside was lined with silk to protect your hair.
Yes. I can see that.
That would literally make me want to marry.
But I don't wear hoods on my head for real.
Yeah, neither do I. Unless it's raining.
Yes. It overstimulates me. I'm like, get this off. Like, I don't even
yeah, because it like pulls on like your neck.
I'm like, free me. But yeah, I'm also doing good because Justin Bieber dropped. Fun fact about me.
Justin Bieber's black again.
Belieber. It's so funny because I used to defend him when I was in high school. Like everybody, like my teachers and the students and stuff, they used to be like, "Why do you like him? He's like this. He does." Like they would literally report to me, "Did you see what Justin Bieber just did? Do you see?" And I used to be so mature.
It's hard defending a crackhead.
No, it wasn't back then because I was just like,
it wasn't hard for you.
I was like, he's young, he's learning, like he's in the spotlight, like he's having an unnormal teenage experience, all that other stuff. So that's what I would say because I'm like, get up off my man, and he dropped again. When I listened to it at night, at first I was like, it sounded far away, but when I listened to it the next morning, it didn't. So I like the songs. I need to do more listens to it, but I was so happy about that the way that Love Island has been going, I've been like, I don't even care anymore because Justin Bieber dropped. But then they did the worst thing ever, and I was like, oh,
I'm infuriated all over again.
Yeah, but we'll get into that.
Okay, so before we do get into Love Island
and the other topics we're going to chat about.
Yeah, so we told y'all that we were going to take a break from the Diddy stuff, like just to like, have a fun little break, talk about Love Island. And now that like Love Island is wrapping up, we are going to get into just a little bit of the Diddy things. There are a lot more things that we can go in depth about as far as like the trial overall, but we are just going to like summarize like what like the biggest news that has happened. Yeah. And I'm sure we all know that he was found guilty on 2 out of 5 of the charges. So Ant is going to walk us through that.
Yes. So he was found not guilty on the most serious charges, which were the racketeering conspiracy, the RICO case, or the RICO charge, and the sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. So the first charge, the RICO racketeering conspiracy, he was found not guilty. That charge had a sentence of maximum life in prison. The second charge, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, he was also found not guilty. And the minimum sentence for that is 15 years, and the maximum is life in prison. Then the third count, transportation to engage in prostitution, which pertaining to one victim, which is Cassie, and commercial sex workers, he was found guilty, and the maximum sentence for that is 10 years. On the fourth charge, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion pertaining to the Jane Doe victim, he was found not guilty, and that had a minimum of 15 years and a maximum of life in prison. So the second and fourth charges are different because it's different people. Like the first one, the sex trafficking was in relation to that's the third one. No, second one, my bad. Was in relation to Cassie. The fourth one is pertaining to the Jane Doe, who we still don't know who that is.
Yeah.
And then count 5, which was transportation to engage in prostitution pertaining to the Jane Doe victim and commercial sex workers. He was found guilty of that with a maximum of 10 years in prison. And so he was found guilty of count 3 and count 5. So he could end up spending 20 years. Like he could get less because it's the maximum. He could get less than the 20 years. He could get the 20 years. They can do something where they give him half.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think they would do concurring sentences, like they're running at the same time, where he would just get 10 years if he got the maximum for both.
I would hope not.
Yeah. Give him all the time.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I guess that's why, like, his family and, like, all of his supporters were so excited because he beat all of the, like, life charges.
Yeah.
So, like, he's not facing life. He's facing, like, 20 years. But, I mean, he's an old guy. So, like, definitely be decrepit like when he gets out. It's still definitely like at least fuck him over here on this side.
Exactly. But the fact that people were supporting him when it's not like he was just found not guilty for everything was so stupid. Like Young Miami posted something after, and it was kind of like snarky too, which is like, girl,
he's still going to jail.
He's still going to jail, and like you not aligning, quote unquote, not aligning yourself with him during the trial, like sticking by his side, was for what? If you were just going to show this side, like if he was found not guilty, or completely not guilty, what would have been different? If he was found guilty of everything, what am I trying to say? If he was found guilty for everything, what reaction would you have had? You know what I mean? So it's just like, girl, shut up.
Yeah.
And also, who else? I think Tiny said something.
But she also has a weird case going on. It's weirdo supporting weirdos.
That weird
definitely.
Case. Why is she around?
Yeah, literally. She also has a weird case.
Yes. And then who else? The Raven Tracy, body whatever it's called.
Yeah, Body by Raven Tracy.
Who's dating King Combs.
Yeah, she got like a lot of backlash, and people were like, "Oh, you're weird if you support her," or like whatever. Like, I have bought something by her like years ago, and I returned it. So I'm not saying this in like defense of her or her brand because I wear her things, but like I fear that the apple does not fall too far from the tree. And I don't know what that girl could be going through. So I'm not going to necessarily like write her off as like this evil person that just supports Diddy.
Like if she's under the...
Yeah, like if she's...
trap of it all.
Yeah, because like the whole way that they got together was that like he pretty much like kidnapped her and kept her in his house for like 2 days without her phone.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Like red fucking flag. So I'm not about to be like, oh, like fuck her, like blah, 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 blah. But you know, like, I hope she all right.
Yeah.
Like if she really just does support Diddy because she just like supports him, then like, yeah, that's disgusting. But like, I don't know what they got going on over there. And them apples, they don't fall far from the tree.
I think that with this case, I know that some people were talking about, they feel like maybe the jury didn't understand the jury instructions. And somebody made the case of like, this is why people like who aren't necessarily like educated on like the legal system shouldn't be jurors and stuff like that. And that gets into a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people aren't. But that there are people who understand the legal systems and are horrible people, and you want to leave stuff up to them. Like, I get you're supposed to be judged by a jury of your peers, but I also understand the feeling of frustration because, like I said, I've done a trial before, and trying to explain to a jury like in layman's terms certain legal concepts and even like standards of proof and stuff like that is very hard because you're like, do you really understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, do you really get what I'm trying to tell you? Like, they don't have to prove this in order for this charge for there to be a guilty verdict, if that makes sense. So it's like you got to use layman's terms. But even then it's like, this is a hard concept to get because there's a push for, what is it called? Plain language and pretty much everything, especially by people who have developmental disabilities and stuff like that. It's like essentially saying, just say this plainly. Like, let's get out the weeds of everything and trying to use big words and all that other stuff. So there should be plain language versions of everything, or we should just have plain language for real. So yeah,
plain language might get into a slippery slope.
What do you mean?
Because, like, if you don't, I mean, yes, in order to be, like, to accommodate people who have, like, you know, like, developmental, like, delays and stuff like that, like, plain language can be really useful. But for somebody, like, who doesn't, and, like, they're only hearing, like, plain language, doesn't that kind of, like, hold them back from, like, being able to understand, like, other things? Like, if you never hear, like, that jargon, those other, like, you know, bigger words, those SAT $15 words, does that just kind of, like, hold them back?
I think the, like, response to that would be, okay, we need to do away with those kind of harder explanations of things because it usually does derive from, like, old English language and stuff like that. It's like, we just need to make everything understandable for everyone.
Right. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and so if you want to do that further, like research or education into those kind of things, you can.
Yeah.
But at a baseline, things should be understandable for not even just people with those kind of disabilities, but like for everybody and also children as well. Why can't this child can't understand this concept because you're making it so like
hard?
Yeah, like confusing. So yeah, I think people just don't have the patience to explain things to people. Yeah. But yeah, so Diddy is going to be sentenced in like the first week of October. So yeah, he was denied bail.
He tried to get out.
But the judge was basically bringing up his like history of violence and his past like illegal conducts as a reason for the denial. And I know that judge was just like, I know he didn't just sit this motion or whatever on my desk to try to get out on bail.
Because get on my face. Like the second time, I think it was like maybe like the last time they had a request for bail like right before the trial started. He said something about like, oh, I won't have any contact with women, blah 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 blah. But everybody was kind of like, well, you also victimize men too. Yeah, so like you having no contact with women isn't really all that. Like just enjoy your time in summer camp.
So speaking of the King Combs and Raven Tracy of it all, because she's like significantly older than him, right?
You and they have the same age gap as
me ex.
Yeah,
I thought it was a larger age gap between them.
You're 27, right?
Yes.
So King Combs is 27 and Raven Tracy is 32.
Yeah. Well, I obviously don't have issue with that because, like I said, I was 24, he was 28, and there didn't seem to be like I feel like sometimes I don't really notice our age difference, and I asked him and he's like, no, I do, but it'll be in regards to like music or like stuff I wouldn't have known because I wasn't conscious. Like he remembers 9/11. That's the thing.
No, that's crazy.
Like him remembering 9/11, that's what it was like. Whoa.
Oh my God, he's an ancient artifact.
Like, yeah, he was like, I was in class and I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Like the craziest thing I can talk about is the earthquake that happened in DC.
I remember that too. Yeah. I remember where I was.
I was in the 5th grade.
Yes. I was at home because school didn't start yet. I think 4th grade. I think I was starting 9th grade. Yes. Yeah. If you're 5th, 9th. Yeah. Literally. And I was like, it feels like something moving. And Caprice told me to shut up. She was like, no, it's not. And so it started like earthquake. Our mother was in the shower. So we ran into the shower like, and it was like,
Yeah. I was in class and I will never forget this. Was I in the 4th grade? I said the 5th grade. Yes. No, yeah, I was in the 5th grade and I was in Miss Michael's class. I don't know why I remember this lady so vividly, but she was like, it's the train passing by. Because I used to go to DC Prep. Mm-hmm. So the train station wasn't far, but I'm just like, girl, it's I think it's some train tracks close to there, like over there by like Brentwood. But I'm just like, girl, the whole building wouldn't shake because of that. And I still like tell my mom to this day that I do not like her, that she did not pick she did not pick me up from school. Everybody else's parents was picking them up from school for early dismissal, and my mom screaming. Like, mind you, like I was in the 5th grade, I didn't really like have a phone, or so like I didn't hear from my mom for like the whole day, and I'm just like, you don't love me. I'm like screaming. You didn't come and get me. I still tell her that to this day.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, and this episode, by the time this episode comes out, we will know who won Love Island. Yes. So today is Saturday, the Saturday before. So there's After Sun episode, but tomorrow is the finale.
Yes.
Tomorrow's the finale of Love Island. And so it's just been quite a ride. Yesterday we saw Ace and Chelley go home. But we're gonna start with just talking about like some of the couples and stuff.
Yeah.
Huda and Chris.
Yeah, let's start with Huda and Chris.
Chris
hates her.
He hates her. I'm not gonna lie. You had me cracking up yesterday when he's talking about, what has been my peak in the villa? Playing ball with the bros.
Seeing my mom and
sister.
Is there anything else?
Anything? No.
He was like, and then like Huda's face when they zoomed in on her after that, I was like, honestly, if she like looked at, if she said something right now,
yeah, he's an asshole.
I would have understood because I'm just like, you knew, like, but it's like, you tried to trigger the fuck out of her.
Yeah, but it's like, girl, it's what she deserves. Like, she literally sucks so bad. It has been terrorizing him.
Chris is so funny because even at the start of the episode, when he finds out that it's family day, everybody's kind of like sitting together with their couple. He is literally
he's off to the side. They must have told them they can't go upstairs because all of them were downstairs. Like, he's like, with his big self like this. Like, he's just stressed. He
was literally sitting down, like squatty potty.
He's like, what they're gonna say?
Fuck a squatty potty. Like, he has his knees on the toilet seat trying to shit bricks, and he's like. But at the same time, I think he wanted them to say something because even when his mom and his sister
he was
were
shocked
there,
they didn't.
He was like, "What?"
I think he was like, "What is America showing y'all? Because are they not showing what I'm going through?
Right?
Because I'm going through a lot.
Right?
Like, he was like."
They're not like, even, you know how like after like the couples like leave the villa and they do their interviews and they're like with their person that like they just got kicked out with, they're not doing interviews together. Chris is gonna be like, hard stop, don't come near me.
Because I feel like at first with Chris, he was kind of like very like, what's the word? Avoidant.
Mm-hmm.
And passive aggressive. I feel like when it came to Huda, because he was just the not wilding guy was like, he's trying to do this like stoic masculinity thing where it's like he's not really getting into the depth of the issue. He's just like, yeah, I'm sorry about that and I'll do better. And
but
blah, blah,
I also
blah. And it's like,
I also think that Chris chose Huda almost as like a challenge. To be
he did say something along those lines. Like she's been the hardest nut to crack or something like that.
Yeah, like I think he chose her as a challenge because he wanted to like prove to people that like, oh, maybe she just needed a real man. Like maybe
it's like
Jeremiah was
I'm different.
Problem.
It's like when women think they're different, you thought you were different.
Yeah, you thought you were different and you thought you was gonna be able to handle that. Now look at you. You sitting in a corner with your feet on the toilet seat shitting bricks.
You thought this was a rabbit? You thought this was a rabbit? No. It's fucking Winnie the fucking Pooh, bitch.
Like he thought he was really gonna come in there and like lay down the law. Like
yes, but it's like you see, like she's crazy. She wanna be up under the covers with you. Mind you, you real big in that bed. I don't know why she think nobody knew what y'all was doing. But she be getting on top though. She like with Jeremiah, it would always be her like. So maybe
you're dominant. You're dominant. She is dominant.
I can tell you like been dominant.
I tell you you're dominant.
But no, I feel like Chris, like he thought it was then his for the parent day or family day or whatever. He was just like, so because I feel like he was trying to like see what they're thinking. I think he thought that was going to be the first thing they said. Because then he was like, because they were just talking about him. Me and X noticed that. They were like, oh, I think you're doing good. I think I'm so proud of you. I'm so this. And that's when he was like, so what do y'all think about Huda? And he's like, oh, she's beautiful. Like, I think she's good for you. What? You watch this lady terrorize me? You're supposed to be my mommy and my big sister and you think she's good for me?
Yeah. Which is crazy because like you brought up a really good point earlier that like that probably was the best thing for them to do because like Huda's supporters are like crazy, so like maybe they shouldn't go on there and be like bash her. Yeah, like bash her. Like
in the ages where people want to dox people, because I said in a video where it's like, you know what, I'm not even mad at them because some people are like they want that $100,000 real bad, and it's like no, I think they've probably been seeing all the comments and all the crazy stuff because Alandria's sister was on live with Speedy last night and she was talking about how she was seeing everything and she used to argue back, but then she was like, let her chill because her accounts were going to be suspended or whatever. So I think their families are seeing it. So it's like, okay, this girl got this like cult like following and it's crazy. Yeah. And let's not do all of that. We could tell him off the air. Like it's kind of like, you know, your family's like, what goes in house stays in house type stuff, or like let me talk about this when we get in the house. It's like, all right, this is not TV conversation. Yeah. But Chris hates Huda. I don't think, not Huda doesn't like him, but I think he's more of like he represents something that she's grown in the villa and that she's moving different, even though she hasn't grown and she's not moving different.
I think she would like Chris more if somebody else really liked Chris.
I thought that too. Like if it was still the whole Chelley thing, it's still like, oh, I've gotten.
She really enjoys being in competition.
She does. Because X was saying like
she sucks at it.
Yeah, her being in Raleigh is like it's nothing going on in Raleigh for real. Yeah. So he's like she's probably like a 10 out of 10 or 1,000 out of 10 down there, like really thinking, you know, she's hot stuff, especially after she got whatever. So she's going around like other women. You know, she's supposed to be moving to LA. So it's like, girls, a lot of beautiful women in LA. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna burn the kid.
But it's so crazy that like she was. I don't know if I'd be able to fake the funk like how Chris's family did, because like she was like, "Oh my God, it's so."
Yes.
I would be like,
"Are you touching me?" Like she was hugging her mother
up.
like this, like you touching on me too long, girl. Like she's like super nice. And it's funny. It was also funny seeing the other parents like kind of be in proximity to her a little bit. Like Alandria's mother too. Yeah. It was just subtle, but it was interesting. But Huda is just like, yeah, I've grown. Like even when she was talking to her sister was like, yeah, no, you need to shut up. Like not like that, but still kind of like that.
Yeah.
But I was surprised. I was thinking about like being surprised that they show her daughter's face. Because mind you, they didn't show Ace's mother's face when he was on the phone with her.
I don't know if that was I think it could have just been a voice note, because some people also got letters. Not everybody got a video. Yeah, not everybody got a video.
Yeah, but no, all of those things I think were interesting. How we saw Brian's mother's face. We didn't see Ace's mother's face. Chelley, they didn't say the name of her siblings either.
Yeah.
They just handed her the paper. He was like, oh, this is the younger one.
Yeah.
So I think all of that was intentional based on the family's comfortability.
Yeah, maybe.
For like being on the show. So the fact, taking all that to account, and the fact that Huda's daughter's face was shown, it's like, okay, people have choices about this. And yeah, so I thought that was interesting.
All right.
But yeah, Huda, if Huda wins, if y'all see them on Tuesday, and don't be laughing at me if she does, but if Huda wins, bro.
But remember what I was telling you about, like, I was scared about there being a split vote between Chelley and Alandria.
Yes.
Like now, because we're going to get into it, Chelley and Ace, there's no longer there. So I'm hoping like all the Ace and Chelley people will either vote. I mean, because now, that still might split it a little bit between like Amaya and Alandria, but it's just like,
no, I think
anybody besides
Huda, please, anyone. But I still
also not Iris and Pepe though.
I would choose Iris and Pepe over Chris and Huda though.
Oh no, absolutely, 100%.
But they shouldn't win though.
Yeah, no, they
should not. But then it's like, it's a tale of adversity. You lost the people, you're still fighting love and all that other stuff. But I'm not convinced.
Yeah,
like it's not enough for me. But there's just been a lot of hate, or the fact that there's so much support for Huda with these parasocial relationships. People are excusing every action of hers, but then we see BuzzFeed doing a weird post talking about they would give Chelley a knuckle sandwich.
That's insane. That was
really
crazy.
Insane. And the hand was white.
And also just let me say that like they sat with that post for a while. They didn't like make that post in real time.
That's a good idea.
Posted it. They probably after like the stand on business challenge and like Chelley was getting all that heat, they talked about the next day like, okay, like for our post on like Love Island, like what do we want to do? Yeah. They sat down, somebody like pitched it, then they went into Canva, did it, somebody had to okay it, and then they put it on the schedule to like post it. So it went there. It went through multiple channels, and then it sat there for a while because like they just didn't have to post it. Like they just didn't have to.
It kind of reminds me how people have said they think that these makeup brands are intentionally releasing foundations that aren't inclusive so that they can get that backlash, so it can bring attention to them, and then they bring out all the inclusive shades. Yeah. So it's like you should know by now not to say this, not to do this, and you did anyway. Because I don't know if you remember when the downfall of Snapchat happened after they posted that Rihanna and Chris Brown thing. Girl, like that's similar. Like it's like why would you post this?
Yeah, literally.
Why would you say this? Or even that, but of course that is like a entity like BuzzFeed, but that one girl who made the video and she was like doing the boxing classes, boxing whatever, and said this is Chelley and Alandria. What?
I mean, I expect very little from like white people.
Yeah,
so
like
it was just
but it was still
like,
just
whatever.
like, oh,
you're so bold weird. About it. You're so bold about like violence against women.
Yeah, like the racism is coming out. They said Serena and Cordell, all the other black people that's won in the past, we can't keep letting them get away with this.
This is season 7, and
we can't keep letting them get away with this.
4 black winners, so like, they're probably like pissed.
It like the Huda stuff, and it's not even they support Huda and Chris. They just support Huda because they are the Hudas. There's so many Hudas out here, guys. Like I and people say you shouldn't be unfollowing people over like social media or reality TV show, No, I've unfollowed multiple people, muted people, like just because like it gives a glimpse of what, not even just a glimpse, it shows me how you think in your mind. And I don't want to be in community with people who think like that or who support that, because Huda, point blank period, is a manipulator.
I think she's abusive. Straight up a bad person.
Yeah, she's a bad person to everyone.
Yeah.
You know how people be like, I'm sure she's a great mom. I'm not going to say if I think she's a great or bad mom. I'm just not even going to say, oh, default good mom. I don't default people to being good parents.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
But, okay.
Yeah.
Ace and Chelley?
Chelley and Ace went home last night.
Ace and Chelley went home. Even
Were you
though
shocked?
I did not vote for them, I was shocked.
Didn't vote for them.
I did not vote for them, but I was really shocked because I thought that they had a very large following. Because there were people on there like they are the obvious couple that they should win because they've been there since day one. Like they had this whole like red string invisible theory. Like they've had conflict, they've worked through it, and it's like, okay, fine.
But hey, I think
a lot of people were just like us and just weren't fully sold on Ace and Chelley just because we didn't like Ace. Yeah, and the way that he moved in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I was never gonna vote for
like
Ace.
it was
the way he moved. And everyone was like, "Oh, Ace is like, I'm starting to like Ace." All this other stuff. It's like, yeah, Ace is happy because the villa is how he wants it to be.
Yeah.
When the villa is not how he wants it to be, he is a menace.
Yeah, he's a little gremlin.
Min Ace, if you will. But yeah, he's like unbearable.
Yeah.
So
he was a little hating ass gremlin walking around swinging his feet in chairs.
The question is, who was voting for Iris and Pepe?
That is the real
question.
Who the fuck is voting for Iris and Pepe?
And I'm like, is my For You page just too Antonia? Because I'm not seeing any support for them at all.
It's too black.
Yeah, it's too black.
I'm gonna be a nigga for life. Like,
like, who is voting for Iris and Pepe? Like, Iris' mother did not like Pepe.
Yeah, I don't think she really likes him
or based off the
either.
editing. Yeah.
But it was really funny. Did you hear what like Ian said when like his parent, like when their families walked in, they was like, they modeled for J. Crew.
Oh yes, that was funny.
Like,
no, Ian was on one yesterday. His fun. I think this has been his funniest joke when he was like he was about to sing and he's like, and then the music started. Oh my gosh, we were cracking
the
up.
music on Love Island is insane. I'm still not over where she was like, I'm alone.
Yeah, like
so
oh
funny.
my gosh, like Shelly's parents, like her father specifically, was hilarious. Like I feel like he was one of the only parents to stand on business. Like he was just kind of like.
Yeah,
that eyebrow was going up. Let me tell you,
her parents remind me of me and my boyfriend. Her mom had like everything to say, and her dad was just kind of like.
And then the only time he did is when she was like, his mother was like, "Oh, he reminds me of you," and he like,
what?
But Loki, when he was saying bye to them, he was like, "Hey, all right, bye, y'all." He said something like that, and I was like, oh, "Okay, like you do have more of a personality," but he's like choosing not to show it. But also,
he probably just like nervous being on camera.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely get it. But it was just funny because like Ace, just the way me and my husband were talking about this, like the way that he like met her parents, like he gave his mother like the super hug, and then he like dapped his father up. We were like, oh, that gives me very much so LA, like that East Coast. I don't know, or like a Southern man. It's like you're not gonna shake my hand.
That's why I said I think it might be a little different because I feel like depending on like if it's like a really good dad, like you could dap up my dad. Like,
but if he's serious, like you could not dap up ex's father.
Yeah,
like
I believe that.
Yeah,
like,
you met him.
Yeah, ex's dad is like.
No, he would like probably stop you and be like, no, shake my hand. Like he get down, he don't play.
Yeah, no, I feel like it depend kind of like on what world you live in, because like I mean like that might be really respectful. Like if your daddy, like I mean, I feel like my daddy, I don't know, I don't think he would care whether or not if it was a handshake or somebody dapping him up. If it was like a lazy dap, just like some it'd be like what the fuck,
unhand me,
right? But like I don't know. I don't even know if like. I don't know if he would really care. He'd probably just be like, "Hey."
Yeah, but it was just still kind of wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ace and Chelley are gone. Them and Taylor and Clark, they're gonna be on After Sun this evening. But I'm not even looking forward to seeing that because they edit so much of After Sun. Like that girl Cassie, she was talking about like she really just said so much on the show. After she was like she's so happy and she said everything off her chest, and then she watched it and she was like she's pissed because they didn't include the stuff that she was saying on it. Like she asked questions, all the other stuff.
I genuinely think that like when it comes to like After Sun and like Ariana, I think that they are trying to like provide a balance for like the social media reaction. Like, let's not like egg things on, like, because I mean, if Cassie was coming with strong opinions, it's kind of like After Sun is not necessarily the place for that, because like these people already are going to like come out of the villa with a lot of shit.
I think it's just for slight messiness, like ooh, like that's the sound that I associate with After Sun. Ooh,
like even people talking about like Ariana Madix, and like I don't think she's a Huda supporter at
all.
Her
been in the comments and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think like, I just think that she's trying to soften the blow of like everything that is going to happen afterwards. Cause like Ariana does not take me as like a Huda supporter. Knowing her on Vanderpump, like she don't play that shit.
Oh my gosh! Somebody said yesterday, Ariana Madix, consider your nigga fucked. Somebody quoted it and said again. Y'all are crazy but hilarious.
That was funny.
But yeah, Chelley and Ace are gone. And they did an interview after. I saw some of the clips where they were like, they know, like he's. I think Ace said he knew some other people in the villa based off the event that he met Chelley at. He was like, it wasn't that kind of thing.
But it is still just a really weird coincidence. I think that might have been a part of their casting process. Like, do some of these people like follow each other? Like, do they know each
whatever
other?
they did this season, they need to do different.
Yeah, they need to definitely do
Ace and Chelley, and they're exclusive, just like Taylor and Clark. It's like, nah, we carrying this outside of the villa, and I feel like that term is going to be used on the seasons to come.
What?
Exclusive.
Yeah.
But
no. I mean, but it was weird that they used the term exclusive, because last season it was just, they were just asking like, will you be my girlfriend? Like,
that's what Aaron did.
Yeah, but Cordell was talking about it too. He was just like, I don't know if I want to ask her, or like they were talking about it, but he did it outside.
Yeah, he did it outside.
But like they were still having like those conversations of like, do I want to ask you to be like my girlfriend? Because that's like,
I don't remember him saying that, but
yeah. But
yeah, so
Taylor and Clark
also gone. I really like them. I follow both of them on Instagram now.
I don't
like
follow
this relationship.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I will be waiting for her makeup tutorial.
Absolutely.
But his handler or whatever, right before he got out, turned his comments off. But he has them back on now.
Yeah. I just never really care. I mean, I think they have a cute relationship, but like Taylor was always just kind of like, I don't know what was going on with him in the laundry, or like maybe we were missing things. Maybe he just didn't feel the spark, whatever the fuck it was. Like after he did get with Taylor and after like Taylor and Clark did get together, it was like, oh, he's like genuinely happy with her, which is like great. But like, I still feel like the fact that Alandria had 2 conversations with him being like, is there a disconnect here? And him being like no, which is kind of like weird for me, because it's just like, I don't know, like maybe you don't know what you don't know until like you know it. So like maybe he didn't know that he didn't feel a spark there. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. But like I didn't see enough of them.
Yeah.
On my TV screen.
So much of Hood and
like,
Jeremiah.
No, not Taylor and Alandria. I'm talking about Taylor and Clark. Like I don't feel like I saw enough of them to feel like
it was kind of confusing. It was just like, oh, we just see y'all chatting, and now it's like this rush of emotion. But I think what he said when they were talking, he was like, dang, like because Nick and Ace said at first, like, oh yeah, in the first 24 hours is more than the first 24 hours with Alandria. And then Taylor reaffirmed that. He kind of said the same thing, and like how he was like stressed about the whole 2 girls thing. I think I am a believer of like, you know, some stuff just feels different. Like I remember talking to dudes before I met my husband, and I met him, and I was like, oh, yeah, goodbye. Like goodbye to all of y'all. And so, like, I get the idea of like a spark, but Clark did say like she think relationships are just different, because she said her parents were a slow burn. Yeah. And so my only thing about that is I not only think, because everything about the show is projection. I was just about to say, I feel like so many people project on them, but people project on everybody. Everybody on the show is being projected upon. Yeah. Because there's so much we don't see, and the fact that when we get these interviews and we get those snippets that like, oh, so much is coming out. Even Janae's interview with Keke Palmer, like it's still stuff that we're learning about that happened in season 6 that we didn't see. So yeah, but
and people hated Janae and Kenny together.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And they
seem to be thriving. So
Well, they thought that Kenny didn't like Janae.
And I feel like that assumption off the bat just comes from a place of like
Colorism.
anti-black. Yeah, they're like, oh, there's because they're kind of like, there's no way he could like her.
Yeah.
Like he must not really like her.
That's what it was given. Oh, I just realized I never fixed this. Well,
anyway. Chelley hate. We already kind of touched on that before, but it's getting weird. Like it's been weird, but I feel like it's little things that happen that just remind you how racist this country is.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, okay. I forgot for a second, but thanks for bringing it back to my attention. Yeah. Like she don't like, what has Chelley, not she gave us nothing, but what did she really do to deserve this? Yeah. I feel like there's a lot about the Islanders we didn't get to see. Especially about, because they're just so aware. I will say that. Like, I will say specifically for Cordell, I feel like he forgot there was money at the end. Like, he said that in the show. Like, I don't know.
Because, like, it was such a, well, the difference with season 6 and season 7 is that, like, season 6, you go on that, they went on that show, like, it was still just such a quiet little show. They thought that, like, nobody was really watching, so I think they got to, like, really take full advantage of the immersive experience and not be worried about, like, what America thinks, because America wasn't watching the show. Yeah. So, like, now that, like, season 7, they're so hyper aware.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, y'all came up after this. Not everybody, but so
Nicolandria, I've said this before. Alandria is like my LeBron. I'm too deep into it to like let her go at this point. I found a way to vote for Alandria and Amaya, so I did that.
You use your boyfriend's phone?
Yeah. I use his number. Yeah. So
that's actually pretty smart. Wanting to support both of if you want to support both of them. I don't support it just because I think that Nick is just a horny boy. And Alandria on last episode said, like when she was talking to her mother, I didn't know Nick liked me until 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And it's like, because it wasn't there. Like, I just think
I think it wasn't there because I mean Taylor in an interview did say that it was.
He said they showed some interest in the beginning. Yeah. But it's like, if you have that, why not continue to pursue it?
But he also had like Bella and Sierra though.
But then he could have been, when Andreina came in and he telling Sierra that he could have, he was still interested in pursuing that. He had the ability to pursue people and didn't choose to pursue Alandria until it was his only option to stay in the villa. And then once they had that kiss or whatever, he's like, yeah, I'm good. She's like, okay, I'm good too. And then get back with Sierra, sleep with her, close things off, all that other stuff. So I don't know. I just don't feel like, I just want Alandria to just have this like successful love story and stuff like that. And honestly, if it means that it happens outside the villa at this point, which I think will happen, it will. But I just think like, I don't know, Nick kind of like gives me the ick. Like when he grabbed her boobs in the photo booth. Did you watch Nawal's take on?
Nah, yeah.
Okay, it was good because he was just kind of like, the photo booth kind of exists like how challenges do, where it's okay to like do certain stuff. Because it's like, nigga, you're not just grabbing her boobs out and like like being on like, because they like sit apart, like they're not really like on each other like that. Yeah. So for him to do that kind of just gave me like.
But even when we were talking about that, it was just kind of like, yeah, but she sat apart with Taylor. So I'm just like, I don't see any difference between how she responds to Nick versus to how she responds to Taylor.
I went back and watched like the first like their interactions and like the first thing, and I feel like they would sit closer, they would be like laying on each other and stuff like that. I just don't see that like, and I'm not saying, I think they could be friends, I'm just not seeing that romantic spark. Because Taylor even said like he like leaving the villa and stuff, like based on their relationship, he was like viewed it as platonic, and he's like, you know, maybe it will get to that like romantic part. But I just think like the looks and stuff like that, he there's no doubt in my mind that Nick finds Alandria attractive. Everybody finds Alandria attractive. That's one of the most beautiful women in the whole world. The fact that she's 5'3" blows my mind. She's so proportional.
I think that like, I'm just not convinced that like he doesn't not like her, or that they cannot find some like romantic spark, only because like I've never dated a white boy in my life, and if a white boy was like interested in me, even if I was attracted to him, I would have no fucking clue on how to navigate that. And like when Nick said like, now that I got like my parents approval, like now that we got like our parents approval, like he was like, that's the thing that I needed, because like you never really know like what you could be like walking into like when you're dating somebody of another race. So it's just kind of like, I don't want to like, I wouldn't know how to navigate that. Like, I would probably be really extremely distant with a white boy. Like, I like you, but like, you're white. Like, you're white.
I feel like in his I feel like he's been on her, and it's like I feel like having a man like be on you isn't like an anomaly like across races. It's like, you know, when a man is interested in you, like on your body. So for Nick, I just feel like, because even when they were having that conversation last night, she was kind of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna visit you, all this other stuff, and he was just like, thank you for being my rock, thank you for being this, and you've really held me down,
Like,
and stuff
had
like
my
that.
back, yeah.
And it was like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I am not saying he doesn't like her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe that. I just believe Nick is going to like whoever
Anybody
is in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I don't know, like, I'm really interested. I don't think that they will survive outside of the villa. But
I don't think they're closing off. Like,
Yeah.
it's nothing to survive out the
Yeah.
villa, that I think.
But I would be like really interested to see that, like, if they got the chance to explore like off camera, like, would it like grow something a little bit?
They
And
act like
then,
they need post nut clarity.
That's
like,
what,
they just like
that's
this.
that's what I think. I think they
Yeah.
need to
Well, for
like
him.
fully leave the villa to like fully figure out like everything, if that even is some shit that could work. Because I mean,
I
like,
think she like
I
niggas.
think that you said you don't think.
No, I think she like niggas, because I know I like niggas, so it don't matter what white boy you put in front of my face.
But
Damn,
I feel like she's a Swiftie, and I feel like that might mean that she could dabble on the other side.
I'm a believer. That don't mean I'm trying to mess with no white
But
man.
Taylor Swift, but like Justin Bieber can be black sometimes. Like, we just got Black Bieber back. Like, Taylor Swift, that's white as fuck, and she's like a Swiftie, and I feel like, and she's also from Alabama. Like, Alabama has white people. Like, they also have like really back like black people. But like, Nick is also from like Jacksonville, and that's nigga central. So like, I would be really interested to see that, like, if it's a thing of like race keeping them back from like expressing
Mhm.
each other, or like if there's something keeping them back from like whatever it is, or if they just truly, it is just like a friendship.
I think my other thing about Nicolandria is just feeling like people hypersexualize Alandria because of like her body and stuff like that. And it does kind of seem that way sometimes. Even though, like, once again, like, there's so much that we aren't seeing. I'm pretty sure they are having these great conversations. I just really don't think the romance is there. I feel like they could be friends. I feel like they could be BFFs. But it's like, I remember when it first happened, I was like, it feels like looking at two people who just found out they weren't related try to date. Like, that's literally what I thought.
That's accurate. That's really accurate.
I'm like, ooh.
I'm just
flowers in the attic.
Like,
well, they knew they're related though.
I don't have like any like definitive answer on like, because I feel like, okay, they've expressed that they're both attracted to each other. I feel like if you're attracted to somebody, you have a really great friendship, then I'm not saying that like a romantic spark is needed to have a romantic relationship, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know like what a biracial like romantic spark will look like. I just don't, I truly do not know. Like, I'm not convinced that like they cannot be together, or like that they can. Like, it's just like, regardless, I'm voting for Alandria.
Yeah. Brian and Amaya Papaya. How do you feel about the brands kind of like the Chelley posted like a Amaya Papaya perfume and all the other stuff?
I think it is getting a little like, I don't know if predatory is the right word. Like, what's that word? Not predatory, like exploitative. Like, I think because like they know that like they can't sign off on those things.
Yeah,
and, like,
it's like you're in the villa.
It's like, oh,
maybe they're trying to show
like
support, but like
it's coming in. Yeah, see, y'all, look, told y'all.
And now you can fix it.
Yeah. Boom.
Pretend it was like that the whole time.
Yeah, pretend it was like that the whole time. But it feels like they're trying to get people to be like, hey, we like this girl too. Like come over here. Yeah. Come fuck with us. Come shop. Like,
yeah.
But at the same
they
time,
pulled like Leah after like Chelley did a thing with Leah. So I'm sure they'll reach out to her. Well, I hope they would. But I get what you're saying. How it's like, you know, she can't do nothing right now. Y'all are kind
Yeah.
of just using
the support like that she's
Yeah.
getting as like oh yeah, Chelley
But
like
people would buy
supports
an
our
Amaya.
favorite
I'll
brand.
put Papaya scent. That honestly sounds like it would smell good.
So good, so sweet.
Yeah, like
that would probably smell
floral.
really good.
Yeah, that's a mango maybe.
Like a mango vanilla.
Yeah.
I would be interested in buying it.
I love Maya. She's so funny. Her sayings. It's like,
what did she say? Oh, he better have some barbecue sauce because my mom is gonna grill him. Like, I'm like, where does she like?
She just be
she
talking.
is the Edgar Allan Poe of
Edward
our generation.
Allan Poe.
She's the Edgar Allan Poe of our generation. Like,
I thought you were about to say Cullen. I'm like Twilight.
No, she's the Edgar Allan Poe of our generation. That is like Shakespeare and like a Latin woman. Like, she just has all of the right words.
Yes.
Because she said something else, and I was like, that is such a good. Oh no. She said something about like word candy. She was just like,
oh yeah, it's like I'm not gonna get a sweet tooth or cavity or something.
Yeah, like I'm not from the word candy that you're feeding me. I'm like, you go, because you ate that, sister. You ate that.
Yeah, I love Amaya. She's so cute. I think her and Brian are really cute together, and they like live relatively close. So I'm like, I've been voting for Amaya. I hope she wins. It like. If no, I know some that girl who dates Tusi or his big brother. She was like, she loves Amaya, but she just can't imagine like a bombshell winning. And I'm kind of like, I feel like if that's your basis, that's stupid. Like they're all just people on the show. Like we can't have this allegiance to the OGs if they are not there.
Early bombshells. Oh my god, a bombshell and a Casa guy. That's crazy. I don't think that has ever happened.
Yeah.
Besides on UK, I think there was like a bombshell who entered like a week before like the finale. Yeah. Or, like she entered in very late in the season and she won.
Yeah. But if you are so early, like Sierra and Amaya, like, are you a bombshell at this point?
Yeah, no.
Like.
You're really not.
Yeah, and Bella is like, she's trying to milk this stuff so bad. And I'd hate that. It's like you were on the show for 2 seconds. Like you trying to give insight on what's going on now after not being in it for so long. So it's just like, girl, shut up. But actually you talk about your experience. Like you have that right. But girl.
I love Brian and Pepe. I mean, not Brian and Pepe, Brian and Amaya, because their families also just feel like they click. Yeah. Like I was like, I could see them all at a cookout.
Yeah, it didn't seem awkward.
No, not at all.
Like Chelley family trying to talk to Ace and
her mom and his mom sending a video being like, I love Amaya because even though Brian had said something about like, oh, like the way that she expresses herself is like how it is in like Latin culture, but his dad like reaffirming that like that's how your mom is, and like I'm glad that you like spoke up for her. And they were all like good on you for speaking up. That was so like if they won, honestly, I do want them to win, but like I said, I'm just too stuck on Alandria. So I do want Brian and Amaya to win.
Somebody was saying how like everyone's reaction to Parent Day, it's like, what are y'all going through in there? Because Nick said something about he's had some like really bad days, and it's like, wow, like when are you having these bad days? Like, everybody's like tripping out in there, like,
because I mean that is technically prison, except
for the
fact, and they're also like on a lack of sleep for 6 weeks.
It's like Calypso, you know the Greek myth. She's like on an island.
Oh yeah, she like keeps people on an island or something like that. Like keeps.
Well, she tried to keep like Odysseus on the island, but he wanted to get back to Penelope and Telemachus. But she was really like, it's like this is paradise, but it's a prison. Like she kept him for 7 years.
Iris and Pepe,
the widows.
Who the fuck is voting for them?
The whites.
Like I mean, Pepe is so fine to me.
I think he has a very nice voice and he talks well. Like not nice voice, not like he needs to be he doesn't need to be like a book, like what's audio book reader or something.
You know what he could do?
A voice actor.
He could do Head and Shoulders or Old Spice commercials. I could see that for him. Being the new Old Spice guy.
I'm screaming.
I see that for him.
What else is he gonna do? Play ball? Him and they love that basketball. Him and Chris.
Yeah. And he was like, could I have been in the NBA if I wasn't a jack of all trades?
Yeah, kind of was like,
could you?
Could you have?
Could you? But I don't know. Maybe he could.
Yeah, I think him and Iris.
Oh,
him and Iris are just like making the most of their time.
Yeah, but also I'm like, how are they going to like navigate the whole like TJ and Hannah?
Yeah.
Like, are they going to?
Because they told TJ on live that Iris and Pepe done did some things. I feel like yes, but then how? Like, but I want to like, because I'm trying to say they are making the most out of their time in the villa. But what if it doesn't seem like they're falling for each other though? To me. Because if they are, they could just keep messing with each other. They haven't closed anything off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like if this goes the route it does, they'll try to, like, I feel like he's going to try to talk to Hannah and she's going to try to talk to Pepe.
For sure. I think Hannah's going to, he's going to go straight back to Hannah.
Yeah, I think it's like, oh, we had our time. We're making the most out of our villa experience and that's it. And that's what they're going to tell them.
Even the way that he talks about Iris, he said it before Family Date. Like, I do remember him saying it like, oh, she's a badass girl. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't see that.
I think it's how she handled the whole hood coming in thing.
And he was like, and his mom said the same thing. Like, yeah, like she's a badass girl. So like, I don't know, but I think they look better together than him and Hannah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Because people are like, oh, Pepe just likes white women. And I'm like, he turned Grayson down. Like, but I don't think he just
now seeing his mom.
Yeah, his mother's definitely American.
Yeah. But no, they're Spanish.
No, his father is. Oh. From what it seemed like his mother's American. But I'm saying, because everybody was like, he didn't pick out Joanna? What? And then they're like, oh, Grayson, he's just like white women. Then he turned out Grayson. It's like, okay, well, he just really miss Hannah. Then it's Iris. And it's like, oh, he's back to just love white women. But it's like, don't forget, he still wasn't messing with Grayson.
Yeah, but the only thing about the Andrea thing that really did confuse me when he turned her down was that, like, remember when she first came out, he looked pretty damn excited to see Andrea.
I feel like something, maybe her talking to Jeremiah kind of like turned him off or something. I don't know. I feel like something happened where, because remember, Huda tried to talk to Pepe, and I feel like it was that kind of same reaction where it's like,
yeah, I think definitely there could have been something that kind of turned him off. It could have been like maybe seeing her with Brian and being like, oh, that's how she is with her partners. Maybe I don't want to be like that.
Yeah, and it's like they were I think they just, her and Brian, they didn't they were just not compatible.
They were just both Dominican.
Yeah, they were just both Dominican and attractive, and they're like, oh yeah, and then he's like, oh, it's kind of boring, but it's like, I don't think she's giving you any energy because y'all there's nothing
they just
there.
Don't click. But I love how Amaya, or I think Andrea, like when she came out of the villa, one of them were like we know a lot of the same people. How have we never run into each other?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
So I'm really excited. I feel like because we also are going to get into this. I feel like this season needs to be on the villa, like more than season 6.
Definitely, because I know where the season 6 people at. I know where they at.
I wonder if they're going to like if they're going to keep Love Island beyond the villa, if they're just going to cycle them off like through the seasons, or if they're just
that would
going
be great.
To try to
integrate them. I think they will, because the season 6 cast has mentioned a season 2, and Rob was like, oh, maybe I'll be on season 2 type stuff.
Yeah, but
they have to live in LA for I think like 2 months.
If Love Island really wanted to make a lot of money, they could definitely take some notes from Bravo and like have different franchises. Like all of those people are technically in LA. Have a Beyond the Villa on the
Beyond
East
the Villa
Coast,
LA,
or Beyond the Villa
East Coast
NYC.
Yeah, it will be New York,
like something like that.
Yeah,
even though everybody, like, none of this cast like really lives in LA. I think Jeremiah did.
I don't know where Jeremiah lives.
I don't know.
Jeremiah, where you live?
Jeremiah moved. I think he's like from Washington, and he moved to LA. So he's in LA, but a lot of them like don't live in LA. So it's like now they finna try to like make everybody move to LA to like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I also think Jeremiah is going to learn very quickly that he needs to tighten up on social media and stuff. Because I think he's like, oh, wow, I'm famous now. Okay, but he doesn't necessarily know how to navigate it in the way that would be proper. So it's like, as soon as all these people love you, they will hate you. Because now they said he was watching like Nick Landria edits and stuff like that, and they were trying to say like, oh, this girl made a video, and she was like, I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, but and then did that. She said not to put words in his mouth, but does it seem like he's making faces like he's disgusted at the fact that Nick is into Landria because he's disgusted by Landria? I was like,
but I think Jeremiah's social media presence has been very different, and I think is going to continue to be very different from the other islanders because he navigates a very like niche side of the internet, like with all of like his Twitch streamers and things like that. Like people, he's into like some very like niche things, like when it comes on the internet,
like
and
books. He's actually reading the book I'm reading right now.
Oh, really?
Song of Achilles, yeah. But I don't
so,
go on to it because he's already read it. So I'm like, I'm still reading it.
So I think that I think he'll have like a really niche following, and I think he'll really be able to make something out of it. But like him continuing to talk about like Love Island, I don't think it'll get him anywhere.
Yeah, no.
But like,
and I don't think he wants to because he said, because they were like, oh, look at hood edits and stuff like that. He was like, no, because they're going to say that I'm obsessed with her, all this other stuff. He was like, I posted a video about pancakes and they made it all about her. So I'm like, he's learning. He has to learn.
Yeah.
And he going to have to learn very quickly because it's like all these people hate you so fast.
But he has been doing like a lot. Like he's done some like Twitch streams with people.
Yeah, he has some hostings and stuff.
Had like he has his Discord up and things like that. So I'm like, I probably will not see a lot of Jeremiah because I'm not into the things that he's into. But I think that like people who are into the same things will like really be like, oh yeah, there's this guy from Love Island. I don't really know Love Island, but now I know him.
I think he will branch beyond Love Island. Would you say anybody else has done that?
Jalen.
Oh yeah, definitely. People like he was on Love Island.
Yeah, like that's just kind of like a quirky little fact about him.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I think he'll be like that where he just navigates his own space completely separate from Love Island.
Yeah,
because I feel like with like season 6 is really hard for them to do that because like we
you
know
are Love
that,
Island.
Yeah, you are Love Island.
I think that I wonder Audrey to try to hit him up because remember he was like he not messing with her because she think he love bombed him, but then she explained afterwards like no, I wasn't trying to support.
I don't think
Ace's
go for
point.
It.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, we'll see. But it was weird when Taylor and Clark were on the podcast, the two chicks office podcast.
2 chicks in a office.
Yeah, and he was like, they were like confused the Huda thing where they were like, who stood up for who said that about Pepe, and then they said Huda, but kind of backtracked and was like, oh, like Andre or something. It's like, why did you do that?
And they were both,
who said it?
They were both very shocked, but I think that like they didn't because they're probably not like watching the show in depth or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think.
But like also Taylor, it was clear that like Taylor and Clark like haven't fully like watched the season at least up until that point. But like I don't know if I would watch a season where I'm on television. I would feel like I would have to so that like I know what was going on.
Yeah, I would watch certain parts. I'm not watching the entire thing.
I would watch everything except for me.
I would watch me because I'm like, I want to see how they got to this conclusion, like how they cut this conversation. Or I would just watch snippets on TikTok, like, okay, what they say I said here, and then I'm like, okay, let me go.
That's what Cordell did.
Yeah, it's like if the parts you're talking about, let me go to that specific part to let you know, like, watch that and see what happened. I feel like I would do that.
I feel like I hope that they have a reunion only because but like now that because I remember we were talking about it before the Sierra apology or whatever because we didn't even really get into Sierra, but like we didn't. Sierra got kicked off the show, like whatever. Okay, like now that it came out that like she actually apologized as soon as it happened.
Yeah, and they made those fake. That's why you can't trust text message stuff.
I don't think it was fake. I don't think the DMs were fake. I think it was just a small piece of the conversation, and then everything.
Oh no! I mean, like afterwards, because she said she stopped using it after that correction.
Yeah,
and so people were making it seem like she did. Those were fake.
So there were two things. So like on a really old post, like an actual Instagram post, it said something about like, oh, I'm smiling and like my eyes are still, or like, no, she's like, I'm still, you know, the word. But then there was also the story post where she said that. And then somebody was like, oh, like you shouldn't use that. And she said like, oh, it's a good thing that I wasn't, like saying it like that. But I think the thing was that they cut it off. And then what was really fucked up, because I genuinely feel like Sierra's experience on Love Island is like a Black Mirror episode, because it's not only like, do you like find out that like, okay, like now people are like not fucking with me because I said something a while ago. It's the fact that like I also had already apologized for it. My entire family, not in my entire family, but like my friends, including the person that had my social media that could have found that I had already apologized for it, now have disowned me. And then it's like, damn, like I'm gonna really miss out on this connection. Get your phone back. girl, even Chipotle is supporting your man being with somebody else. Like Megan Thee Stallion, the girl that you met, Coco, an Olympian is
she gonna need Demi Lovato level therapy. Because that was crazy.
Like that has to be like a Black Mirror episode. Like that has to be insane. Like, and then especially as someone who like she watched the show, like such a big fan of the show, like you can tell that like she probably thought like she was playing it cool.
Yeah, she was like, I'm gonna have a fairy tale. Like
she was so like soft spoken throughout the episode.
She was so
I
stupid.
do think that she was a little strategic in like how people went home.
Yeah,
or whatever.
She was.
But like, I mean, hey, it's $100,000 at the end of the day, girl. You need that money, so it's like if you need to be strategic, you know, fine.
Yeah,
whatever. But so it's just kind of like she really thought she was playing it cool, playing it safe. Fuck no.
She was not. Nobody's safe, as we can see from this show.
Literally nobody's safe.
I was gonna say, I wonder if Nick's gonna hit her up after he gets out. If they have a reunion, he will.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I forgot. We didn't even write Sierra down to even talk about Ice. Them calling Ice on her family.
Insane. Like people, but like was that verified though? Like
no, we're trusting her word.
Oh,
like people are trusting.
People?
She
said it.
Yeah, she said her apology. Yeah, because I think that, and that's a horrible thing that happened to her. But I think that is going to save her.
Yeah,
like it's like, oh, this horrible thing was done to me, and it's like now people are like feeling bad for her and stuff like that. So that could be an avenue at which she comes back. If she like, the whole reason why I brought up the Sierra thing is because I think if they do have a reunion, that she could be on there, because it would be weird if it was like, okay, Ulysses missing, which I mean she was only there for like a day, but like Sierra's also missing. She was such a big part of the season that like if she was not able to be there, it'd be like, what is there? There's no point on having a reunion, because it's also going to be really interesting to see like what she thought about like Nick and Alandria like actually like pursuing like to be a romantic couple. Yeah. So like, and then she still hasn't. Well, when she was in the village, she had not seen their kiss in Soul Ties, so like she couldn't like really be upset about it. We're like, how do you feel about that?
Yeah. So it'd be I want to see her at the reunion. Yeah. I do.
One thing that I noticed about this season is that, you know, Pepsi sponsored the guys' basketball. Maybelline, I believe, did the
girls' makeup.
Yeah, but it was for one of those. It was for them standing down, right? Like getting the order, when they were getting the order based off the votes.
No, it was for the Megan Thee Stallion challenge.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah, it was.
But I thought it was only well, Maybelline, Megan, the Coffee Mate,
CeraVe,
yeah. So it's like it was a very brand heavy season, which is like funny to see. But I mean, like the brands are who sponsor the challenges, it seems. And they're like, oh, Family Day was sponsored by Coffee Mate. So I wonder if like they flew all their parents.
That's usually when something is
that's why
a very specific thing is sponsored. Then that means that like they paid for it.
That's probably why they can do more stuff, and that's why we'll get into like what we think ruined the season. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of half and half when people talk about new viewers, because it's kind of like, yes, I feel like it's new viewers, also the age of the younger viewers.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I feel like new viewers is what gets the show to like get more brand deals, do more stuff. Yeah. So when people are like, everything's a new viewer's fault, and it's like, well, without these new viewers, this show would not be like taking off for like where it's at. Which if people just have an issue with that, then it's like, okay, it'll never be that old show. It's like when people are like, I want Beyonce to make her own music. She already made that old music.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's doing other stuff now. She already made Dangerously in Love. Like what?
Okay, but what do you think ruined the season?
What do I think just completely ruined the season is what has ruined everything now, social media. Like, really? I feel like the spread of misinformation, girl.
Really?
Just broke the fourth wall there. Yeah, it's like people who have takes and they're not really like looking to see what happened, trying to figure out what the exact words that were said, what exactly happened. and what is exactly going on to then give those takes, it's spreading misinformation like wildfire, and also tainting people's perceptions. Like the fact that someone said like, oh, Taylor told Nick not to explore Alandria, and that never happened. Like it was based off the Ian narrator guy. He did a podcast and he was like, he thought Taylor and Alandria were a shoo-in to win. And somebody in the comments wrote a comment about what he was saying, but was summarizing what he said, but then adding their own information in it, or in their own words. So people thought, oh, let me read the summary. And they're in the summary, they're telling me that Ian said Taylor told Nick not to speak to Alandria, but that was never said. So just how something like that now goes on to be just like fact. And it's like, that's not what happened. But I also feel like the Islanders, yes, they are aware of the cameras, and I don't think that's the fault they're on They're on a TV show. You know, you care about how you come off. They probably saw all the drama that happened like last season and stuff like that. So I don't think that's too bad, but I feel like, and then again, even with Ace trying to like control things, that seemed to just be his personality and stuff. But I feel like they gave America and the Islanders too many votes for things.
So, okay, what I think ruined the season is production trying to appease social media.
Yes.
That's what I think ruined the season, because there were so many like pivots.
Yeah.
But the pivots didn't make sense because like the social media reactions, like all that like visceral reactions and stuff like that didn't last for very long.
Yeah.
Like when we got the recoupling, like, okay.
You talking about Iris and Jeremiah, or you talking about Casa?
Because I think things really went. I think there's more than one thing that went wrong. But I do feel like one thing that production was definitely trying to just appease the public and just trying to give them what they want, instead of just drowning out the noise and just producing the fucking show. Yeah. But they fucked up, or it got fucked up, because like the whole Huda thing, like that was a very serious thing, because that was triggering as fuck for a lot of people. This fun little show was no longer fun because you're watching somebody verbally abuse somebody else. Like it looked like Jeremiah was low-key like getting beat down by like Huda,
isolated from everybody.
Like it was a really hard watch. So they tried to like do something about it by giving like the viewers more like
control,
power, but then like I guess they tried not to like do too much or like spook out the Islanders, and still gave them a chance to vote, which means that Huda was still there. Like they always ended up saving Huda, but like it was just kind of like, I think they dropped the fourth wall a little bit too much this season, but I think it was hard for them to avoid the fact that like there's this like fourth wall here, like let's like we kind of have to address it a little
without
bit.
them just getting rid of Huda, because it's like she's doing something wrong that she shouldn't
but
be
the
doing.
Islanders aren't picking up on the fact that she is doing so. I mean, besides the whole like calling like Jeremiah a bitch and whatever, like yes, that was a very uncomfortable thing, but like the fact that she was still there for so long, I think that messed it up.
To this day,
I also think that like the casting producers just missed the mark a little bit. I think they tried to like up the ante on like what they already had going on, because like usually when you have like a first season of a show, it usually is always going to just be like models, like just regular old skinny white people, which is what the first season of Love Island was. So like models being on the show isn't new, but like heavy content creators is like, these are people who like
have followings.
Like I feel like Ace being on the Jennifer Hudson show was really fucking weird. Like he didn't need to I'm not gonna say, I don't think he needed to be on Love Island. Like how he ended up getting there, to me, is just kind of like they specifically chose them because they had large followings and maybe thought like they'll be able to handle it. But like then you don't realize that,
so
like,
you're bringing your following with you.
Not even that you're bringing your following with you, but like to be a content creator is to have like almost like a specific like personality type, and like you're trying to be strategic. You're trying to like at the end of the day like win this game. Also like when you're a content creator, you're in charge of producing your own content. So you're trying to be very controlling of like what is going on in the villa, and you cannot do that. It is not like, in order to fully like, you know, in order for like the best outcome for the islanders is to fully immerse yourself in the experience and like completely kind of like lose yourself a little bit, like be vulnerable. Don't try to like be like, oh, I need to have this whole like invisible like red string theory, like I need to like kind of like produce this myself, because your people aren't not going to necessarily be receptive to that, like, because we can see you trying,
we can see you,
we can see your wheels
puppet
turning,
master,
like we can literally see you, like you're not slick. So I think that like casting producers, Mr. Mark, I think the whole Huda thing like really like turned people like off and just kind of like triggered people to start like psychoanalyzing the show a little bit too much. Overall, like production definitely trying to like just appease the public and take so many pivots. I think that definitely fucked up the show.
I would definitely agree with that, because it felt like, oh, like y'all watching Twitter, like y'all watching Twitter, and literally. You're like, the fact that Nicolandria is a term that has now been used on the show is like, what? Because they were like Nilandria, whatever. But when they went to, I feel like Casa, the way they went about Casa this year ruined the Casa experience for a lot of people. Namely like Alandria, Nick, and Taylor and Sierra, because the fact that they did a vote, because it's like, oh, everybody's coming back, and it's like, why did you not just do it that way? Also, there was way too many people in that freaking house. But why? Okay, we're gonna vote. Who gets like being voted out of Casa when it's like you're supposed to be using this time to like test your connections and all this other stuff? Not, oh, you came in Casa and didn't pair up with somebody super fast. You're out of here. Yeah. Because I really think that was, if it was Austin and Amaya that had to leave, they weren't bringing them back. Like the fact that it was Nick and Alandria, and they're like, if you guys couple up, then y'all get to come back. And why did they go back to the regular house? Because now that puts a weird strain on what Casa is for Taylor and Alandria, because it's like, okay, now I'm upfront seeing you explore this connection, and that causes like friction between them, that could have like if both of them had a full week in Casa and they got to come back and everybody's learned different things, and maybe people are more prepared for the conversations they need to have. Like Taylor just woke up and it's like she's there, and it's like, dang, I was just exploring her, and now it's like I have to navigate this weird situation, and now she's like, dang, I was in there for not that long, and I come like now I'm paired with my friend who was like giving me all this like words of affirmation and stuff, and I'm supposed to go back where somebody I have a stronger connection with is seeing me, but I'm not supposed to just and I already said I'm open to this, so I'm not supposed to just like get with Nick and just run straight to Taylor because he's having a connection. But at the same time, I kind of feel like this connection with me and Nick is kind of like weird. And I'm thinking about Sierra. It was just so much that I feel like it robbed them of a like true Casa experience. And I do think it was fan service, because it just felt put together.
The only thing I can say to rebuttal that, and I'm interested to see like how that actually went about, is that like that is not something that could really be done last minute, like setting up that whole thing that takes hours, which we know Love Island will take up the hour, like the hours to do that, but like we know they're not sleeping for very long, and they still had enough time to still go back to the villa and like still like sleep. So I'm assuming that was set up already. However, it's just, I do agree that like don't eliminate them. Like just don't eliminate them from Casa. Just like make sure that everybody has somebody. Like I think eliminating them from Casa, like having like one less person in Casa, or like one less Casa boy, one less Casa girl, so that way somebody could get eliminated. I think that was really redundant, because I did like the how they did Casa this year, as far as like, look, everybody's single, like recouple, like y'all doing y'all
I like explore? That was interesting.
I'm finna show you how to explore.
But then they did that weird stuff, and it's like
the elimination was weird. But I'll say that like them setting up like that date was, I don't think that's something that they could have done.
I don't think it was last minute per se, as like, but I don't think it was planned from jump, I will say. Like, I don't think that was planned when the show first started and how they were going to approach Casa
I don't
more.
even think Casa was planned like that, though. But I think that, like, when they did Casa and decided that there was one person going home, that they were like, they may not go home. But because we were talking about it, or I was talking about it with my sister, and like Love Island Australia did something similar like that, which is why I don't think it was like just super like
they pulled it out of nowhere.
So I mean, but they did something called like Love Island Hotel, where like they got to be together like for a couple of days, like no cameras. Which is what I thought that they were going to do by like eliminating it. I didn't think that they would put them back in the villa.
It's like why,
that was
like, and then now, like, so what? Why was the villa chosen? And not Casa Amor? Like, how did y'all come to like that decision? Because now it's probably like Taylor has to see that, or it would have been Sierra having to see it if it was the other way around. But yeah, I just feel like that it just feels like they're just watching Twitter. I feel like
that decision, like the villa or Casa, could have been made like last minute. I do think that, because like if
there was in the car just circling until somebody made a decision.
Like if Nick went into Casa, then it would have been like, yes, Sierra. They would not have explored that
exactly.
at all. But like
Taylor is having a connection.
Yeah, but actually, if it were somebody different, like if it were
Amaya Austin,
I want to say somebody else because that's too obvious.
Ace and Huda.
Yeah, like where would they have? Like they probably would have gone back to Casa. They would have gone back to Casa.
But Huda also like didn't have a connection. Let's say Ace and Huda gets voted off, but Jeremiah's still there. Actually, it would have to change everything because it's like that would mean her and Jeremiah are good. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be interesting. I don't necessarily know if that's something we'll find out because that would be productions unless somebody quits and they're like, this is what they did. But yeah, I just feel like there was like the fan service was just a lot, and like how they let Huda come this far. I think if she wins, will leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths because like that was wrong. That was wrong and it was weird, and she's still here for some reason. So
yeah, I can't really like imagine her winning, but honestly, like
heard all that on Ace's face.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Oh God,
I just wonder because I feel like it's more to it. What? Like when Chelley got upset with her because of how she did Ace in the heart rate challenge. Like Taylor was like, she damn near said on his face. But I feel like it made me feel like it was just the way he was describing it or talking about it. It made it seem like something else.
I think she like literally bounced her ass in his face.
She could have, she'd be like to do the fake lick
motherfucker
around. on the remember she in the challenges she'd be like licking up the guy's thing, and like that's like one of her signature moves. So I wonder if she did something like that. But yeah, everybody was like, she did way too much.
But I don't agree with people saying that like, oh, production like strategically left that out to like villainize Chelley. I think it was an FCC thing. Like they
like we
cannot show that. Like we literally cannot show
like she did a lot. So.
And Taylor being
and there's no music for her, right?
No, there's no. Well, they probably I think they do play music for them, but like copyright and stuff like that. So we
and then so you did all that for you to go say it's just a challenge. That made me look at it even crazier. If she just like, because before if it's like, oh, if she did something. Whatever, it like the same thing everybody else was doing, you're saying it's just a challenge, that's one thing. But if you overdid it, like way overdid it, and you're coming back to me like, oh, it's just a challenge.
And I think she was
when I never even kissed Jeremiah is crazy.
I think she was being purposefully dense when being like, oh, but y'all said it was just a challenge. Between 3 weeks, we 4 or 5 weeks in, ho.
Yeah, she do the most in those kind of challenges.
Like it ain't just a challenge no more. You know that. You was 2 days in and you was ready to kirk out on Amaya.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's just a challenge when it comes to new people coming in and you calling them all types of bitches and not girls and all the other stuff.
I really hope Amaya sees, because actually
I feel like she would forgive her.
Andreina did say that like they did like address Huda way more in the Stand on Business challenge. So I'm really interested to see like show us the full
because they were like it was lies that she said that they, and I'm
like she was lying about things. I'm
also interested in to see them like Nick, Taylor, and Ace if they say something at all about the Jeremiah situation once they walk watch back and see how Huda was like lying about stuff.
I really hope they watch that back because like it'll be. I don't want to see a reunion where Ace, Taylor, and Nick have not watched the season. Yeah, I don't want to see it. Like if there is a reunion,
y'all you watch that season.
If there is a reunion, they have to watch the season because it just will be like
it's like what was the point? Like you don't get it.
Yeah, like y'all still don't get it. Yeah. Like you've only still seen your perspective. You still haven't seen the bigger picture yet. So it's just like, what would be the point? Yeah. But I do think that Ace is gonna watch.
I hope so.
I think he's gonna be like you were like, I want to know how they cut this. I want because he's really interested to see on like why people think that he's the least genuine. He's gonna want to see that.
Yes. So, all right, prediction. What you think is gonna happen tonight? I mean tomorrow.
Brian and Amaya.
That's my hope.
I'm saying it out there. Brian and Amaya. Brian and Amaya. Now, if Alandria does win, I'll be happy because that's my girl. But if
the worst thing that could happen is Huda winning.
The worst thing that could you know what would low-key be like such a bittersweet thing?
Chris wins, takes all the money.
Yes. Take the money. Run for the hills, actually. I think he would though. I don't think he would split it. I think he hates her.
But how much does he care about public perception?
I mean, he need the money. He already told y'all he gone broke. He don't really got no job overseas no more. He need that $100,000.
All right, Chris, take the money if y'all win.
Take the money, Buki.
If y'all win. Or Amaya and Brian.
Yes. Split it. So
yeah.
The winners of Love Island USA 2025 are
Yes, Love wins.
Oh my gosh.
Love wins.
All right.
But if you're watching this, it's too late.
All right, y'all.
Tomorrow night.
Oh, that was good. That was really good. That sounded just like it. That was good.
Thanks.
All right, y'all. We enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all for watching. You know our video. Like we did not promote the last video. We got some pretty good views.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Great.
We didn't promote the last video at all.
On YouTube or on the
on
Instagram?
YouTube. Yeah. We got some pretty good views. So I'm happy. Thank you all for watching.
Yes, we're gonna get back in our promoting bag.
Yes. Soon it's coming. I promise. We're gonna get it together. Also, our schedules have been like
I know y'all like what is going on.
Yeah, but we appreciate you guys and see you later.
Bye.